All right, Fusion fam, what is up?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
As you can see the smiles on our faces, we are having a great time.
It has been a wonderful day.
Oh,
it has.
Well, unless you're a Texans fan.
Yeah, oh,
Unfortunately.
sorry.
Wait, let's just make sure
Yeah,
real quick.
Well, why are you checking?
Man, well,
Yeah!
There it is.
well.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Hey, there's always next year, guys. There's always next year.
Oh well, dreams
Man.
are meant to be broken.
Yep, this is true.
Damn, that's cold. We didn't even introduce
Oh,
ourselves
this
yet.
is great, man. We have a legend.
Oh,
a
yeah.
legend in the building. Could you please introduce yourself? to
Thank
the
you.
people?
I am Nicholas Jones, the voice of Chowder, metal enthusiast, and possible maybe metal vocalist at some point. You never know. Dreams can happen. Who knows? You know.
Hope they don't be broken.
well,
worries.
well, I mean, I'm not technically a Texans fan. Despite what my Wikipedia says, it's not it's not truly what it is. But
Anybody can put anything on there. We believe you.
exactly.
Man, and in case you guys don't know, I am Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together, this podcast, this tag team, this collective,
You know
these
it.
Comic-Con conquerors,
These
these
conquerors.
wrestling phenoms,
Yeah.
and these gaming gods.
Playing like a buffalo.
We are
Fusion-Haa. Still didn't go back to the gym. I'm a little chubby boy.
Man, we getting jacked in the new year, right,
I
fellas?
guess
We
indeed.
getting jacked this year.
Make sure
Look
you
at these
pick up
arms,
your cool
huh?
merch from Spain
Ooh,
Design,
look at
by
this.
the way.
Look at
Yeah,
this
Spain
right
Design,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get cool. We're gonna get cool shirts like that.
Yeah.
That's where you're getting it.
Yeah.
Right there, this guy right here.
Mm.
That's Spain Designs.
We are live in front of a studio audience.
Yeah,
Yes,
we are.
we
So you
are.
might hear a couple of little giggles
Hey
from
guys,
time
we
to
gotta
time.
hear the claps. We're live.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Was that Ric Flair? God damn.
Do a flip. First off, man, thank you so
Yes, thank
much
you.
for coming down
Thank
here
you
with
guys
us,
for
man. We
having
really
me.
appreciate
Thank
it,
you
man.
guys
No
for
problem.
having
Yeah.
me.
Man, so if you could, man, just tell us a bit about yourself and how you initially got into voice acting.
Well, I initially got into voice acting actually through, funnily enough, my mom saw like an ad or something that was for modeling. I actually got into modeling first for like, like I think it had to be like Gap or something like that.
Okay.
Some modeling ads. So it was actually originally, funnily enough, it was my brother that was the one that was
Really?
kind of sort of more interested in it. So I kind of sort of just tagged along and, didn't really expect to do anything. And then we did the runway stuff and it was so goofy. But the funny thing is that my brother had a miserable time. God, I love my brother to death, but he had a miserable time. This was, I think I might have been 5. So my brother would have been like 9 years old. He's about 4 years older than me.
Okay.
So he just had a miserable time, but I had a fun time doing the walking. Walking and posing, and
Yeah.
just because I'm a 5-year-old, so I was just
Yeah.
being goofy. And everybody there was like, he needs to get into acting.
Really?
Because the modeling stuff, he's terrible at. He can't do that one bit. He can't hold a pose. He just wants to be up there and be goofy. You got to get him into some acting because,
Wow.
he's... So I actually ended up getting picked up by an old Houston agency. I don't know if they're still in existence, but it's Pastorini Bosby. I can't believe I still remember that. Having to say that in every audition sort of ingrained it into my head of hi, my name is Nicky Jones. I'm a Pastorini Bosby, and I'm auditioning for the role of so-and-so. And so that's how it got started, was just on a fluke of my mom wanting to get my brother into modeling and my dumb ass tagging along like, hey, I want to be goofy too.
Heck yeah.
And then my brother was like, nah, this shit ain't for me at all.
Man.
And that's sort of how it happened.
Dang, man. So what was the first thing that you did, as a voice actor then?
Well,
or did that come first, or did the acting part come first?
So I started out doing like on screen stuff, like
Okay.
commercials. I want to say my first gig was a Discovery Kids commercial where I was in a shopping cart. It was like sort of like just like a random commercial that would play during Discovery Kids. I was just going from one side of the screen to the other in a shopping cart, going like, "Yay!"
Oh wow.
I remember like my first grade teachers being like, I saw you on TV last night. Like you were on TV in a shopping cart." And I was like, I to this day have never seen that commercial.
What?
Ever. And I can't find it online. So if someone out there can get that footage, that'd be hilarious. But apparently it was some commercial that played, I would assume 2003, 2004-ish, around that era of Discovery Kids.
Okay.
But then from there, I did a lot of independent stuff. I did a independent movie that never got filmed. That was like super depressing. I forget the name of it, but basically the premise was it was about a guy who fell in love with this sort of like troubled single mom who was battling drug addiction, and then the final scene was like me finding my mom passed away in the bathtub with a bunch of like pills and stuff.
Jesus Christ!
And this was, I was maybe
How old were you?
6.
Oh my God!
Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. Like maybe.
No, this is your story, dog.
And then, but that never ended up actually getting completed, which is funny because I actually ended up getting cast in a football commercial. Sorry, Texans. About. With that same director and with the same director and lead actor for that independent student film about like years later. But I'd say my first big role, my first big break was easily Flower in Bambi 2, which I originally auditioned as Thumper, and I actually auditioned and did, I want to say, 2 or 3 callbacks as Thumper, and then just on a whim, the voice director at the time, he's also one of the main casting directors at Disney at the time. I forget his name. Unfortunately, he has passed away since then, but he was an awesome dude. He actually paid for me and my mom to go to Disneyland whenever we went and flew out to record it, because he's like, "But this is your first time coming to California. You're not going to go to Disneyland? We can't have that." So he paid for us to go for a day.
Wow, that is amazing.
Super cool dude. But what happened is I actually, on a whim, he was like, "Well, let's have you read some of Flower's lines."
Okay.
And then so something that never ever happens is I got cast through that whim, and also they ended up using 1 or 2 of my takes from my initial audition as Flower in the final film, because it's like, well, that one was good. We don't need that one again.
I've never heard of that happening before.
It very, very rarely happens. They like me so much as Flower that they just used some of my lines from the audition. And then, of course, I went back, and then that's whenever I got to go to Disneyland. But there's even a little funny story about that.
Wow.
We ended up doing the premiere for Bambi 2, which was really cool, really nice. And there was this kid that was auditioning for something at the time at the studio, and we were like stuck in an elevator, and he was like, "Hey, hi, my name is this. What have you been in?" And I go, "Oh, I was Flower in Bambi 2. I just got back from the premiere of that." He goes, "No, I was Flower in Bambi 2. Turns out the reason why he asked me to do it on a whim that day was because they just weren't getting what they were wanting from the kid. And his mom never told him. His mom never told him that he wasn't.
You dropping phones? That's how bad the story is.
So, and then I'll never forget being like 7 or 8 in an elevator, and this kid and seeing this kid's like heart being crushed, like finding out right then and there. I remember being confused too, and then my mom told me the story later, being like, "Yeah, it's."
I want to clip this so bad, but I'm not. This is not it. This is terrible.
They never told him. I hope that kid's doing great now. I really hope he went out. He probably ended up being someone better than me. I guarantee you that. But I remember I remember the elevator ride being really awkward, being like, "Oh God."
Yeah,
Put
wow.
that
I'm
kid's
so
nuts in a
sorry.
vice.
That's
I'm so
brutal.
Oh, that's horrible.
What a way to find out.
Like, nah, I'm
You
flower.
were talking to your replacement right now.
I did.
Nope.
Yeah, and I'd just gotten back from the premiere, so it's like I kind of feel like I was the one that got picked because I was just eating like little sandwiches and stuff and having
Damn.
fun at
Yeah.
the premiere
Yeah.
and being happy.
This kid's like,
Oh,
well,
man.
I'm flower. Nah, dog.
Not
That's
from
me.
what I've heard.
So I should call you One Take Jake then.
Yeah,
'cause
for real.
Dang,
No,
okay.
I definitely nailed that one, I guess.
Yeah. So you were Flower and Bambi too. So in Nostalgia Con, were you able to talk to him?
Oh, yes, indeed.
How was that?
He was
experience?
so sweet. It was actually it was so perfect because, like, at the exact moment that he came walking by, like the main guy who runs NostalgiaCon, he was a super cool dude. He was like, "Oh my gosh, like, well, I have to get a picture." So they made like a big post about it and everything. He was
nice.
so sweet. He was the sweetest guy ever, and of course, he's very old.
Oh,
Yeah, we seen
yeah.
them, guys.
Very,
Yeah.
very old. So it's like, I'm not sure,
Yeah,
how much,
yeah,
probably.
And one of those things, that picture had to be taken. I got you.
It's just, but he was such a sweet guy, and
Yeah.
it was so cool to have that moment because when will that ever happen again?
Yeah, right. Because the fact that he had like what was that? It was Bambi, Flower, and Thumper, right?
Mhm.
There in
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, they had all three of them
Yeah.
there.
Oh my god.
And the kid who played Bambi in Bambi 2 was actually the kid who played Nemo in
Really?
Finding Nemo.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I met him at the premiere.
Dang.
He was super cool.
Sitting there chilling with
Man, you're in
Nemo.
that Disney
Yeah.
tree.
You are him. See, I knew it.
Yeah, see, we said legend. We said
Yeah,
what we were talking about.
see, somebody your caliber, man. We got some cool people that come around here, but you first one right here, man, to be, you a Disney star.
Hey,
Man,
I
look
guess,
at you.
yeah, my first big employer was Disney, which is kind of hilarious. And they still sometimes, every now and then, still pay me to this day, which
Oh,
is
you
kind of funny.
royalties? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
if not,
He's 50
barely.
Cent. No, I'm
but
just messing with you. He's 50
Cent.
Not too far off.
Because that reminds me, we talked to Carl Jones last year, and I seen this Vlad interview, and like Vlad played himself on the Boondocks, right? 'Cause I'm talking
Yeah,
about Boondocks,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He literally gave Carl Jones his royalty check. It was like $4 and some change.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, y'all make no money on royalties, dude.
I have seen some pretty, and like it's kind of sort of, it's like an open secret, like
Yeah.
that, voice actors, we love to joke about like the checks that we get.
Understood.
And it's the fact that we get anything, and
Yeah.
depending on like how the year is, and of course that little, what helped me out a lot last year was that little thing that they did with the Righteous Gemstones. Where on one of the episodes they actually used a clip
Yeah.
of me, which was
What?
funny because then just like that Discovery Channel
Wait, what
teacher,
episode?
I forget. I think it's like the second to last episode of the final season
I
of
watched
Righteous
that show.
Gemstones.
I'm
My-
trying to like, racking my brain trying to figure it
Just
out.
like that teacher, my brother, like at one time at like 11 o'clock, sends me a video. It's like, here I am watching Righteous Gemstones, and there you are. I heard your voice.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my god.
You
It
got
was
a couple
actually-
dollars, all right.
It was actually super sweet because what ended up happening with that was my old agent from a long time ago. Her name was Melissa. She still works at CE. It was CED whenever I went in,
Okay.
but I think it's called CESD now, and I don't know what it stands for.
Okay.
But she actually called me, and she was super duper sweet. And not to get too depressing, a few years back, my mother passed away. So that was one of to get in contact with me, she had to like call my dad, which was funny. And my dad called me up saying, "You'll never guess who called me, but your old agent from like
wow.
15 years ago. She needs to talk to you about something." I go, "Well, give her my number, please. I would love to talk to her." And it was about the Righteous Gemstone thing. But she told me a really adorable story that made my heart swell. First of all, she said, "I'm so sorry to hear about your mother," and everyone loved her. She was so lovely.
Wow.
But then she talked about the fact that, like, by the way, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you were kind of sort of like a front runner in the industry for kids your age being like
Really?
stars. And what she was telling me is that it was like for a while there, it was kind of like a common thing to say, like whenever there was like a really good like kid voice actor,
Yeah.
one of the common things that was said was, well, they were good, but they weren't Nicky Jones good.
Oh,
Which
Damn,
was-
you the standard.
man. I think I
So-
found the name for the episode.
You ain't Nicky Jones good.
Yeah, which was amazing to hear, and was really I really appreciated that, and so
That's beautiful.
Thumb-
and
that right
and,
there.
and then she was like, and then also the Righteous Gemstones want to use a clip from your show. I go, wait, Danny McBride, Righteous Gemstones? She goes, yes, Danny McBride's Righteous Gemstones. I'm like, oh my goodness. So in my eyes, in my heart of hearts, I like to think Danny McBride is a fan.
Yeah, see.
I like to think that was a Danny McBride decision. I'm sure it wasn't, but I like to think it was.
Sweet.
Wow, man, that is.
Ooh, the name of it. Are you Nicky Jones good?
Right-
right down on the thumbnail.
Of course,
On
yeah.
the thumbnail, man.
So, man, Chowder, what led up to you getting the audition, and how did you feel when they gave you the call and said,
Oh man.
Nicky, you are Nicky Jones good. You're in this thing.
Dude, okay, so first of all, Chowder was probably one of those was one of the things that I auditioned for the most, funnily enough. I think I did the initial audition, and I think I ended up doing 4 callbacks. I ended up meeting with Carl, the creator, C.H. Greenblatt, personally at one point, just to get a feel for it. And at that point, I kind of I had figured that I was it, but then I remember my management company at the time, they were like, hey, we just want you to, because every now and then you get called to be like, hey, can you come into the office? We'd go over like what your schedule for your like, you know, what we're going to try to, like what your schedule's looking for the next couple months. So I thought it was just, you know, something like that.
Okay.
So then I go into the management office, and everyone's like everyone's there. Like all the people in the office, all the people that, you know, you meet everyone, you meet all the like you know, the you meet everyone from like the guy who does all the copies and everyone, everyone's in there. And then they ring the bell. They ring the bell of, you got the job.
Wait,
And so
what?
I started.
Damn. So you won the lottery, basically.
So I was going in just thinking that, okay, I gotta go over what, like, you know, the scheduling's looking like for the next couple months and whatnot like that. But then there's like they ring the bell and they're like, you got Chowder. You got the job of Chowder. You know, it's you. And then I'm sure I dropped to my knees and got emotional, because that's something that I would always do. But that was a pretty crazy day. Then we filmed the pilot episode, which was so much fun. Froggy Apple Crumple Thumpkin.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is it took a while for that show to get picked up. You know, Carl really had to fight for that show, and he did an amazing job fighting for it, because it took about 2 years from when I recorded the pilot episode, Froggy Apple Crumple Thumpkin, all the way to, I forget what was I think it was Thrice Cream was the first like full episode that was the first like episode that we filmed after it getting picked up, and you can hear a difference in my voice. You can if you listen to Froggy Apple Crumple Thumpkin, I sound like a baba. I sound like a little baby. But then you listen to anything else, and you can hear it. You can hear it. You know, you can hear it. And it was cool because first person I got to work with was like, you know, besides like you know, Dwight, Tara, John, and well, actually the original voice for Schnitzel was Kevin Michael Richardson in the pilot. I didn't even, so it was actually my first time meeting John too, but then also I got to work with the guy, with Jeff Biddett, who played Thrice Cream Manual, Johnny Bravo, and me and my brother grew up on Johnny Bravo, and he was doing the, he was going ham for me. I remember that day, and we had I'm so grateful for everyone I got to work with, because I had 0 bad experiences on that show.
Word.
I had and I am so happy that I can say that I had 0 bad experiences on that show.
See, there's a chance, yeah.
There are good things that happen in life, I promise you. There are some, I know it can seem terrible and it can seem scary, but Chowder was such a lovely, lovely production, at least from
your experience.
From my experience.
Okay.
And I don't, you know, I don't know if the coffee guy was getting beat, but you know, I was,
Chowder was well taken care of.
I was treated like royalty.
I see what you're talking about.
I can't appreciate that enough.
Man, Chowder came on during like the golden age of Cartoon Network.
I know.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
There were so many great shows, man.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel to be like a part of that, like in legendary status? Because
Yeah.
I go back, man, and like go through
Yeah.
all
I
these
know,
shows, man.
right? No, it was awesome. It was such a good like block at the time, because you had Chowder, you had Flapjack, and Ed, Ed, Eddie was just sort of like wrapping up. They had wrapped up like a few years before. And then Foster's Home was still going on.
Yeah,
which
that's still
there's a story behind that too. They actually planned on making a live action Foster's Home for Imaginary
How
Friends
did
at one
you
point
do
because they did the
that?
Ben 10. You know they did the Ben 10 live, which
Yeah.
by the way might have been why the Foster's Home didn't get picked up because
thanks, Ben 10.
the Ben 10 live
Damn
action movie
you.
did not go as well as they wanted to, which is
Yeah.
and then they also had the Scooby Doo. They did the younger generation of Scooby Doo live action around the same time too. So they had two kind of sort of flops as far as TV ratings for movies going. But with the Foster's live action, they were in pre-production for it. It unfortunately never got greenlit, but I remember Colette, the voice director of Chowder, who was an awesome woman to work with, and her and my mom got along so nicely. It was awesome. But she had brought me up to the creators of Foster's Home, saying, if you guys get greenlit, this is your Mac. Like pointing like this, because I looked just like if you get to go to the car wash episode and you see the live action little me, I look just like Mac. At the time, I looked just like Mac. So and then I remember the creator of the show being like, if we get greenlit, this makes me happy because I know we have our Mac.
Wow.
But unfortunately, it never got greenlit.
So, man, that would have been so cool for you, man.
Paper, just paper.
Well, I remember after that day, like daydreaming about that stuff because I love Foster's Home, and of course I got to work with Phil Lamar a decent amount of times too. Of course, who was Wilt on Foster's Home, so I love that.
Phil. Did you talk to him at
I did.
Nostalgia Con?
Yeah, I actually gave. It was funny. I gave him. I didn't work with him. I maybe worked with him 4 or 5 times, so I don't think he remembered me too much. Because again, these people have done thousands of jobs. I've done the 2 or 3, but it was funny. I actually had with me the storyboard panel of one of the episodes where he's in, which is the Schnitzel Makes a Deposit, where there's the old bank teller, and then there's the robber.
Oh, it took so long. I know you're talking about the bank teller.
He played both the bank teller and the old robber, so I actually gave him a storyboard panel of Chowder and Schnitzel at the bank teller, and I'm like, you voiced this. Cool. I don't know if you remember this, but you voiced this character, and I just kind of sort of want you to have this because this is all of us sort of working together. And he was very, very happy and very nice, and it was funny because he, at the time, and still to this day, one of my favorite games of all time is the Jak and Daxter games, and he voices Sig in Jak 2 and 3. You know, bust up some metalheads. You know, he's a badass in that game. So I remember whenever we were working together, I was like, oh, who'd you voice? And he told me all the voices he did, and he brought up Sig. I was like, yeah, you did Sig, and he's like, and he did the whole thing for me. He's like, absolutely, time to bust up some metalheads. And I thought that was just the coolest thing in the world as a kid.
That's freaking dope.
And like I said, everyone was super sweet. Like, it helps when you're a kid, I guess. You know, and people tend to be nicer, I guess.
Great freaking segue. You mentioned video games, man.
Hey, there you go.
So okay, we still do the voice acting thing. Then we get to like the nerd stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, we're men and blah blah blah.
Absolutely. I'm tired of talking about myself.
No, we're still gonna talk about you, but we're gonna just be chit chat. I'm asking this question: if out of any video game you play or you know about, which game would you actually want to voice act, like whatever character, or just be in a game?
I have thought of this.
Oh shoot! I'm glad
I have thought about this. I would love to be able, if it was ever possible, I'd love to be able to be one of the hunter voices in Monster Hunter. Like one of the because ever since Monster Hunter Rise, there's now a preset of like voices that you can like do for your hunter. It used to just be like grunts and stuff, and they had like their weird like Monster Hunter language. Yeah. But now it's all fully voiced. Like Pro Z did like a hunter for Rise and stuff, and I would love to do hunter voice. I would love that.
Why Monster Hunter?
I love that game.
Oh,
I love Monster Hunter.
I have that game. I have not played it yet.
Monster Hunter is one of those games that I have sunk. Oh man, I don't think ever since 3. I've been playing since 3 Ultimate. Yeah. I don't think there is a Monster Hunter since 3 Ultimate that I haven't put at least 1,000 hours in. Probably maybe Wild, just because it hasn't been out that long and there wasn't that much content. I gotta go back and play through that one again. But that's one of those games that I have done the most is Monster Hunter. I love those games. Monster Hunter and I mean, probably World of Warcraft is the other game that I put so much time.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned earlier,
The similar amount of time to.
I mean, you were talking about that, man.
Yeah.
You say you was a fan of Resident Evil when I talked to you when you first came
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
Probably 2.
The original or remake?
Well, see, I love both.
Gotcha.
See, like I go back and play the remake more now,
Right.
but I'm a big fan of like Metroidvania games, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Right.
I just like the finding out, and Luigi's Mansion is like a
Yeah.
kid's version of Resident Evil, by the way, which I
It
found
is.
out
Yeah.
I found out
That
recently they
is.
designed it as that. They
What, really?
purposely went into that game with that design mentality
know that.
That's
of making it like Resident Evil. So Resident Evil 2 is a huge one for me. That fucking alligator to this day, dude. I was a kid. I was a little kid, and I remember for the longest time I actually didn't even beat Resident Evil 2 until the remake came out because that fucking alligator scared me so much as a kid.
Big old giant alligator.
I remember whenever I remember like laughing as an adult when I was getting to that part in the second one. And by the way, way scarier in the second one.
Yeah.
In the remake, they make that alligator way scarier.
It was too realistic. You had to run through like all that nasty sewer water, and you had to dodge. All you had to do was dodge, so slide through.
Yeah,
he bites on his pipe.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
That alligator was
gross. It was
amazing in the remake, but yeah, it scared me so much as a kid.
You know what's
several
funny?
times, bro.
In Resident Evil 1, like if you go back, and you know how we try to leave the mansion and the dog's out there?
Yeah.
The scariest thing
Yeah.
ever, like when you're a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But you watch it now and it's like,
It's the silliest,
Bro.
like,
I think I'm safe here. I think I'm safe. But I'm going to go inside anyway, though.
yeah.
But you know what's so funny? You in the house, but then the first jump scare ever in a survival horror was a dog jumping through the window.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's kind of like, okay, you
Yeah.
fight the dogs. It's kind of like, here's a trick. I'm going, hey, Chad, pull the door open.
Yeah.
Close it when I say close it. Open. Close it.
Yeah.
Big.
Like, now we can go. Now we
We
can
hey,
We
hey,
leave
call
now.
Brad old bitch ass. Cause fuck you, Brad.
Brad.
I can't stand Brad,
Brad.
man. For those who don't know in the audience,
Yeah.
Spade, well, you probably know. Brad's the guy who was in the helicopter, right?
Yeah.
For y'all don't know on the internet, fuck you, Brad. They call him Chicken Heart.
fucking Brad
Yeah.
They call him
sucks.
Chicken Heart. I call him Chicken Shit. Because there's a part in the cutscene which they use real actors. They go, you see Chris go, no, don't go, which is bad acting, but it was
So
awesome.
bad, bro.
But it was so awesome, bro.
Wonderfully bad.
It was made in '94. What you want from him, man? It came out in '96.
And they were American actors,
Yeah.
directed by like
Japanese
Japanese
people,
directors.
yeah.
So like inflection and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was all
Dude.
All over.
just
the
read it and hopefully it works.
You can see them now on the Resident Evil. Those guys, I don't know how they got connected with them. They got connected with Barry, Wesker, and Chris. They met Rebecca. I don't think Jill want to be a part of it no more. So they don't find her, but like they've done like they doing like short films with them and everything.
That's so
I
cool.
wanna, that
is
gives
so
me motivation
cool.
to, like for this podcast. Like we got to blow up so we make movies or some shit. You know, they doing short films, man. It's good.
No, that's awesome. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I send you the link. Don't worry.
Hell yeah,
Good
thank you.
stuff. Oh yeah. My bad. I'm geeking
Oh, no,
out.
you're
about
good.
Resident
No,
Evil.
hey, we're talking about video games. Let's cook.
Yeah.
So, last year, Jeremy and I did a podcast, and I know you probably seen the trend, like the games that made you.
Mhm.
What was the
Ooh.
games like growing up that like are a part of Nicky P's DNA?
Okay, well, first of all, the big one is the original Jack and Daxter. That's
Nice.
probably the game I've like beaten the most times. Like I love that game, but also like I mean I grew up on the N64, you know, '96. So I grew up on the N64. So the original Mario 64, Star Fox 64 was a huge influence in my gaming life. I love that game too.
man.
And then of course, then I got a Dreamcast, and it was Sonic Adventure 2.
Let's go!
Sonic,
Let's go!
Sonic Adventure 2, and that game really solidified my love for rock and roll, and then what turned into my love for metal with Crush 40, of course. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
Crush
okay.
40 was like my jam for the longest time, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Crush 40.
Heck yeah. Hey, you said Mario 64. I gotta ask,
Oh god, here we go.
when you found the penguin
Ah, shit.
Oh, of course.
What did you do?
I threw that motherfucker right off to the side.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn,
To the
Nick.
shadow realm.
Yeah,
He won't stop
absolutely.
flying. He gotta go.
Well, the problem is okay. So you get to you can. There's two penguins. There's the one that's by the mother, but that's not hers.
You see?
And so guess what? That one, no one cares about
And the
that
mom got the
one.
nerve. That ain't my baby.
Okay, well guess what? That baby's going whoop.
Yeet.
But then
What do we? Ah, shit! This story again. You're delinquent too. Can't carry on.
And then you bring the mother her actual child. She gives you the star. I've got what I need. Your baby gotta go.
We're like, oh, we're done here. You don't need him anymore. Yeah, my man.
Why? Why are y'all sitting there? It's a baby penguin.
The baby penguin
All
could
the
be a little bit quieter. Is
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
I hear it.
Oh, God. You're
But
gonna make a clip of this too, aren't you?
And then guess what? When you throw it off the cliff, you don't hear it no more.
Ah!
Silence.
and then it's bliss.
Keep asking questions, man. I don't even want to.
Oh my God.
Hey, ooh, use a make Chowder do it.
Oh.
Chowder
You
do it.
stealing my sauce, bro. You stealing my sauce.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna clip
Yeah.
this, man.
So-
Golly.
You say you're in the metal.
Of
So
course.
before we jump into your love of metal, because I love metal too. I don't know if I'm as hardcore as you, but I love it. some
Oh, sure.
more. What are some of your other like genres of music that you like, or than just metal?
You ain't like Kenny G.
So you like Taylor
I'm
Swift,
joking. I'm
like
just with you.
Probably. Well, if it's not metal, it's like rock.
rock. Okay,
Like,
okay.
but like I'm pretty boring when it comes to like. Really, I am one of those people where it's like, if it's not some sort of genre of metal, I typically don't listen to it. I mean,
Gotcha.
you know,
Nothing
I've
wrong with
gotten
that.
to,
You like what you
know, when working at the store, you know, you get to hear the same music, all the shop playlist as it is. So,
I just met you.
so
No,
so,
I know what
you
you're talking about. No, they were playing some jams that time I went to the store. Yeah.
No. The shop playlist is actually wonderful
Yeah.
for like the first month.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you're like, we built this city. I fucking
This
hate
is the song that never ends.
No, that time I seen you at Mr. Toys, man. Now y'all playing like some 70s and stuff like that. Y'all playing some good stuff.
Oh no. We do play some good like.
Yeah,
like
y'all
some
playing,
good-
and it was a variety of music. It wasn't just like any. No, it wasn't like.
We all add to it. We
Oh, okay,
all
it
add
was like
to
Motown.
It.
It was
Yeah.
rock. It was this. And I was like,
No, we
this
all
is
add
very
to it because that's the
diverse.
thing because you can't listen to the same
Oh God.
thing
no.
over and over again. So even the playlist will even change like
Okay,
you know
yeah.
daily and
Oh, I
stuff.
caught y'all on a good day.
No, oh yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't one of my days. I have my own playlist. That, by the way, a lot of people in Houston seem to really appreciate my playlist. Is all I was saying, but you know.
Y'all heard.
Okay. And who's on your playlist?
Yeah.
My playlist was like a bunch of like metalcore.
Okay. What you
Like I
listening to?
had some Kill Switch in there.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
oh man, what else I have in there? A little bit of As I Lay Dying. They're not as
yeah.
popular anymore, of course. What else? I mean, I have it on me. It would
My
probably.
man is ready, y'all.
Oh man.
I
he's
mean,
ready.
I have
like
the.
it.
Oh
no,
god,
you
I got
with
the
the-
score
I
repeated
like
to
it,
myself.
man.
It's 28-16, by the way. That's pretty pathetic. But
Yikes.
anyway, like
Yikes.
yearly tradition.
Sorry, guys.
We'll try again,
we
guys.
wanted to like report good news and be happy.
I was
but
so excited to
yikes.
report good news, but then you know, that didn't happen. Oh, All That Remains, that's a big one for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
All That Remains is a good one. Breaking Benjamin, they're not metalcore, but you know, you got to put them. But
That's a
also,
jam.
I got a lot of like video game stuff in here, like
Chad.
Virgil's theme from.
Oh my God, it's so epic.
Virgil's theme. I got Kneel to Your God from that's oh my goodness, Killer Instinct. I got of course a bunch of Crush 40 in there. Some Demon Hunter.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mick Gordon, of course, got to support the Doom. The Doom stuff is always good.
Okay.
You know. Oh, A Day to Remember. That's a big.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Of course, you got to have A Day to Remember in there.
That's a good album too. I just saw it.
Some
That's-
Monster Hunter. Yeah. The Used. Some Journey. Oh, I mean, Rusted Root on my way from Ice Age, famously from Ice Age and Matilda. Oh my goodness, me and Cody know that song far too well. Like even all the little like weird inflections that guy does. Oh, dude, we got it all on my way. I love that song so much.
You ever play Final Fantasy X?
I have not beaten it, but I have played it.
Oh damn! Because I'm actually, did you ever fight Jet at the very end?
I did not fight Jet.
Oh, you never heard the final song?
His,
it's more death metal, if anything.
I've probably heard it.
His song is crazy.
Yo, makes you want to whoop somebody's ass, bro. Oh my
it
god!
made me mad though, bro. Like I helped power you up to this, and now you just gonna watch me the whole time.
You knew what time it was. Aaron been telling you that the whole time.
You were my guy, man. You were my guy.
Yeah, man. That's your dad. Like, you gotta beat him. But man. Let's see. What I'm gonna ask you. I had another question to ask you. But besides, a friend of ours. That's the question I'm gonna ask you. A friend of ours. I'm gonna just say it. Spade. I'm looking at the camera so if Spade haven't seen this video.
Yeah.
Or I can just look at Spade. Spade.
Yeah.
Spade designs.
Spade don't come around. He don't come around.
He'll come around. You know, he here, but he ain't here.
Too busy being jealous of people for some reason.
He's a businessman. He's doing business things right now.
Don't write this in a podcast.
He's working on business. I got you. I got you.
Business. Numbers. He told us that you like Godzilla.
Oh,
you are a fan.
Goodness. Oh, dude, I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla so much. So, as far as like movies go, Godzilla was like my introduction into becoming like a movie fan. Like I used to, just up until recently, I actually had quite the impressive collection of Godzilla vinyl figures and everything, like with the tags and everything. Godzilla was like my first real like love when it came to collecting, because I've collected lots of stuff throughout my life. You know, I've had, you know, thousands of Transformers. I had a whole bunch of Sonic figures at one point. Of course, my current collection being, you know, metal CDs and model kits. But my first foray into collecting was Godzilla. Godzilla's what like made me into like a nerd.
What about Godzilla made you go, I love this. I need more. I gotta just have it in my life. What about it?
I don't. So one of the, obviously when I was younger, you know, the Matthew Broderick movie, which is horrible, but is so much fun. And and also if you look at it from a different standpoint, if you don't look at it as a Godzilla film and you treat it more of like a remake of Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which I'm not the first person to say that. I'm not being original in that. But if you do look at it from that lens, it actually is a lot better than, because as a Godzilla movie, it's not great. However, I remember quickly after that seeing Godzilla 2000, the one where he fights Orga, and then Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, and I fell in love. Like, I fell in love with and also, like, even as a young kid, I understood what it was. I understand that they were people and actors. I remember being a little kid and, like, getting into acting, thinking my dream job would be to be, like, a suit actor. And, like,
I'm not mad at that.
And that was one of my dreams growing up. I'd love to be a suit actor, and of course, you know, we've pretty much, unless it's an independent Japanese film, which are doing amazing work in actually like making suit action and actually like bringing that technology to the modern age with some amazing stuff. There's a remake of Orochi coming out. All right, it might already be out.
Yeah. But
the practical effects and the suit motion that they do for that movie, I've seen clips of it, are just mind blowing.
Wow.
Like, I remember understanding what that was as a kid and just wanting to do that. Because I thought that would be the funnest job. I mean, obviously, you know, you watch the documentaries and like, those people were miserable. But I mean, the amount of times people like would pass out in those suits.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's 1,000 degrees in there. In Japan, guess what? Not a cold area.
Nah, not till it's winter.
Yeah.
And that's up north.
Yeah, only certain parts, you know, and so, but I just thought that would be the coolest thing ever. So I remember that was one of my dreams as a kid. I want to do that, because, you know, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, there's the little Godzilla, you know, Godzilla's son, and I'm like, well, I'm little, I could be that. Like, I want to be that. I want to be little Godzilla. I like that. I want to be that.
Dang, that's cool. So the collection, like, how, like, so because you like the movies and everything like that so much, that's when, like, I gotta get a toy.
Yes,
and
yeah.
like,
you know, your kid, you know, oh my goodness.
Okay.
Godzilla toys were just so cool, and this was right as I was starting to go out to California.
Oh,
So
shoot.
we would go to Universal City Streets. You know,
Okay.
outside of Universal, the theme park, there was like kind of like the outlet mall in
Oh,
front of
okay.
the park, which is super duper
Yeah.
cool. And they had a spot. I'm curious if anyone remembers this. There was a place called. It was right across the street from the. It was right across the street from the movie theater called Wound and Wound Toy Co. Where they had these big old wind up things in the store display and everything. It was the
Oh,
coolest
wow.
place ever.
Oh,
but
man.
they had really cool import stuff. And so they
Okay.
had all of the tagged like vinyl, soft vinyl Godzilla figures from
Dang.
Japan. They had a
Oh.
whole section of that here
Wow.
there, and I remember just going every week. Like me and my mom every week would go to Universal City Streets and we'd go to that store and I'd pick up my Godzilla toy for the week, and
Dang.
that's how the collection started.
Like I said, for the week.
That is.
Yeah.
Damn, every week.
Well,
Jealous
I mean,
of you.
you know,
Shit.
you-
Yeah, child money be kicking in.
Well, yeah, you know, you start making the
He's like,
money.
oh, rada.
Well, you know, I would point out my mother didn't pay for anything. I paid for all my stuff.
Yeah.
you
I can
know,
just
I
see
would point that
young
out.
Nick as a kid, capping them greenbacks, smoking a cigar, looking at his Godzilla collection, like, boy, I'm doing pretty good in life, boy, I tell you.
Well, I will say that is kind of an interesting perspective I have. And my father, his profession that he has, he was in he was a West Point graduate, went to West Point for 8 years.
West
and
Point?
then he was in the Army Corps for 4 years.
West Point?
And during the Cold War.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
So
You lost me on that one.
my
Dang.
military stationed in Germany, like crazy
Oh.
life.
So you're Army brat? Kind of, sort of.
Well, you know, my dad was like stern, but never like
Gotcha.
you know,
No, I got you, I
yeah,
got you.
never like too crazy. I lost my train of thought. I don't even know where I was going with that.
Count money,
Oh,
West
yeah,
Point.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got me
Oh,
lost
no,
in
no,
West
no,
Point.
no, no. But
Your dad.
when my dad got out of the Army, the first thing he wanted to be an investor. That's all he ever wanted to be. My dad's a money man. That's so growing up with that sort of, with my father being this very money oriented dude, and then me getting a lot of money as a young kid, like at like 10, 11, I learned what checking and savings account were. I learned about saving money. I learned about budgeting. I learned a lot about money at a really, really young age because I had so much. Well, first of all, I was for a little bit there making like the most money out of everybody in the house, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
And you know, my dad was very, very proud of that, and you know, he was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool." He thought it was so cool, and so and he was also very happy that I like kind of sort of like took a liking and actually like wanted to be interested like in learning about like my money and stuff like that. So now like he's like my guy, like he's like my money guy, like he's like he like to this day my dad is like who I is like. That's we have love dinners where we just talk about it, and it's awesome.
Oh, cool.
So I love my father for that.
Yeah, my bad for geeking out because I visited West Point in 2009. I did a detail. Like I was like summer training.
Yeah.
Cause I was in the Army.
No,
and,
hell yeah.
I was at Fort Campbell in May to like June, I think. They sent us out there just to drive them from West Point to school to whatever what's that place? Whatever like training area they there's guns or explosives, whatever. That's what I did. I was over there at Cap Natural Bridge, which is like down the way from West Point. I actually seen the inside of West Point. I still got those pictures to this day, and like wow.
Yeah. No, it's incredible.
It's something. I seen a football stadium for the
Oh,
Army. Yeah, I seen all that stuff. It's like down the street from West Point, the school itself. Yeah. It is literally.
Go
this is how
Army.
much I know. Yeah, go Army, right? It is like literally the school itself is like right next to the Hudson River.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious because in my dad's, I always say go Army because my dad's younger brother, was also West Point graduate and went into the Navy.
Oh,
so
shucks.
that so my dad's Army and my uncle Murray's Navy.
Shoot.
So
golly, that's funny. And then you would think it's just like all Americans. Now I don't know if your dad told you this part, but like I meant like people like I thought Kazakhstan was just some Borac shit.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. That's a real country, by the way. It's a real country, guys.
very real country.
Because I met some Kazakhstanians there and some Koreans.
Mhm.
So it's not just like all Americans that goes to West Point. It's like everybody
No,
in the world
it's a
goes to West Point.
prestigious school for anyone who wants to go into
Yeah.
like a military profession or anything like that.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's crazy.
Yeah, founded by George Washington. And
Yeah.
I know I'm geeking up, my bad, bro.
No,
Founded by
go
George
ahead, go
Washington.
ahead, follow me.
Eisenhower went there. Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, a
all
lot
the
of
elites.
really important. Hey, Mater from Tool tried to go there. But
Oh,
it didn't quite
really?
hit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was funny because I remember one of my old coworkers, David. He's a big Tool fan. He goes, "Man, did your dad might have gone to West Point like why Mater tried to get in?"
Yeah,
and then we looked it up, and it
crazy.
was like, I think the year he got rejected was the year my dad graduated.
Oh,
Which is
damn.
kind of funny.
I want to say 1909 is when Dwight Eisenhower graduated. I want to say that was the time. I could be wrong, but you can Google this, guys. But I remember seeing, because he got a statue out there. And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like him, General Patton, he got his own statue out there. All kinds of shit. So I was like, what? Your dad? Like, I visited that place and did some work out there. That's
Yeah,
cool. So,
no.
to meet somebody
my
who,
dad's a cool character for sure.
Dang.
Papa Jones, if he's
Papa Joe.
if he'll I'm going out and doing more shows and stuff like that, and every now and then he's gonna be there. He'll be out there, Papa Jones. He was at the last one at Charlie Collectible show. He was with me out there, and we there's lots of pictures of on the internet now of like me with fans, and then Papa Jones in the background. I'm like,
That's cool.
That's cool.
To see your pops there.
I like representing him because he's great.
I say this, enjoy that time, man.
No,
with
for
your pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine's gone, bro. So
No, absolutely.
I was talking to Chad several times and other people too. I was like, man, I wish I could talk to my dad, man.
No,
I
absolutely.
feel you. Same here, man.
So
Same
enjoy that time. That I will tell you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And no, I know that's just supposed to be a
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, I will bring
What?
it back and with
My
next
dad's not here.
Enjoy
you
the
know.
time
My
with your mothers
dad-
out there too.
Yeah, your mothers and fathers, man.
Yeah, enjoy the time with your
parents,
mothers.
man.
Parents,
Yeah.
if you got a good relationship with your parents,
Man, hold on to
Hold
it.
on
to
it.
Tight, man.
Keep saying
Hold
hi
on
and
tight.
love them and everything.
text them every day.
Yes, sir.
Every day.
All right. So now let me lift this thing out of the dumpster.
Yes.
So
yeah,
we
man.
were talking about like collectibles and things like that. We were downstairs, some behind the scenes things. I'm watching you basically lament Dorothy and Spade about them putting the Transformer together.
Oh,
in a
yeah, you
certain
geeked
way.
out, bro.
And I'm watching like the passion in your eyes, man. For me, Earthworm Jim, one of my favorite toys growing up, man.
Yes.
I
Oh my
remember on a
God.
certain Christmas, I woke up and my mom had all the Earthworm Jim toys laid out.
Those
Oh,
Earthworm
wow.
Jim figures are so freaking
Yeah,
cool.
I was so happy. And now after this is just like with those Sonic ones, I'm gonna go buy these figures. I'm gonna buy them as soon as this podcast is over. What are some favorite toys
I'll
from
help
your
you with
youth
this.
growing up?
Oh man. Well, one thing I will say, a series that I loved as a kid that I remember I was actually talking with Cody recently about, like, man, there's like, because I go back and forth with if I want to collect toys, if I don't want to collect toys.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of a weird thing with me. But the Jurassic Park toys, man, were so cool back in the day. Like those Jurassic Park toys were so awesome, and for the longest time they were so cheap. And now that time has passed. They're not cheap anymore.
Oh, man.
But the Jurassic Park toys were so cool. Of course, the Godzilla toys, but also like I remember one of my favorite toys growing up, and I was so happy I had this was. I think it was Joyride that did the Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic and Shadow figure, where they had like posable, like bendy arms and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Those are so cool. Those were probably some of my favorite toys growing up. Anything like the Rosora Sonic figures, I was like, as a kid, I was obsessed with Sonic. So any Sonic toys back in the day, the Rosaurus ones were awesome. The Toy Island ones were all right.
Yeah.
And then the Joyride ones were super duper cool. And then when I was a teenager, they came out with the Jazzware ones, which are now super expensive now. Some of those Jazzware figures are crazy expensive now. Like ridiculously expensive. Like especially the later ones where it's like the Sonic and the Black Knight stuff is super, super crazy.
We
expensive.
might know a guy that got a big collection, actually.
Oh, that's well.
Yeah, he got like
Yeah.
we seen him at a convention. It was in Japan, and he was just showing just a little bit. And like his house, well, I know he said he got rooms full of like just a bunch of Sonic stuff.
Yeah,
That's
He
cool.
loves Sonic.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought I loved Sonic.
Yeah. I
No, I
lean
thought-
I lean on the
like-
chair like, Chad, I think he like it more than you, pal.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with
It's
that.
funny. It's funny how like, especially like when you work at a toy store, you think you like something, and then you get a customer is like, well, let me show you my room, man. Let me show you my collection. And you're like, I thought I liked Transformers. I clearly don't like Transformers compared to so many other like the collections out there
Yeah.
are just so incredible and
Really?
so cool.
And somebody messed with a transformer over here.
He heard that sound like click.
He broke it, you son of a bitch!
I told you not to do that.
No, that's not the expensive one. It's okay.
Oh, that's the dollar store one. Hush up over there. You can't even see my hand pointing. Who I'm pointing at. Anyway. So
It is a good one though.
So I see you're big oh guy, Nick gotta get it. There you go.
Studio Series 86 Soundwave. Hard to find right now. Very cool.
As
Very
he hold
solid.
it. As he hold it, y'all. And he's playing with it.
Yeah.
So I see you like toys, man. Out of all like collectibles and stuff like that, like what is your favorite collectibles when it comes to toys or figurines?
Probably my favorite collectibles when it comes to toys and figurines would probably be the vinyl Godzilla stuff when it comes to like something that you don't have to build, but the thing I'm still currently into is the model kit stuff. Like the Gundam, the Zoids, and stuff like that. I love model kits. I suck at painting, but you know I try my best. But just building them, putting them together is very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. Very fun. And I used to have a huge collection of model kits, but then you know stuff in life happens, and you gotta downsize here and there. But I'm building it back up again. And there's so many cool ones out now. Like.
Cool.
I was really into it back in like 2015 through 2018, 2019, that sort of era.
Okay.
And getting them back into it. Now they got so many cool ones now. They got like, and so many different companies are getting into it now. It's not just like Bandai and Tomy and Kotobukiya. There's so many different companies now making model kits, and it's super duper cool. So those will probably be like, as far as like collectibles and toys, stuff that you don't build, Godzilla figures, vinyl Godzilla figures. Doesn't get better than that for me.
Yeah.
And then building stuff is the other collectibles I really
How
love.
long does it typically take you to build?
It depends on what type of model kit. Like I can the standard is kind of like the high grade when it comes to Gundam, which is just sort of like the generic basic sort of like starter ones. I can crack those out in a couple hours, and and that's like fully painted and detailed up because there's not that many parts, but like. Depending on if it's like a good master grade or a good high-end master model from Kotobukiya, it could be weeks. If it's a perfect grade, could be months.
Woo!
Damn.
Yeah, I think the biggest model I ever made was the Kotobukiya high-end master model Iron Kong, and it was the one that had like the giant like rail gun and minigun. I think that all in total took me 5 weeks, fully painted, fully built and painted. Took about 5 weeks. Yeah.
Wow. That's
So over,
tough.
it took
month and a
over.
week.
Yeah, it
That's
took over a
tough.
month. I remember whenever I was done with that one, I was like, I think I'm gonna like go outside. Like, I think I'm gonna take a break
I need
from
fresh
model
air.
kits
I'm gonna
for
touch some
a little
grass right
bit.
now.
But I mean, there's fewer better like achieving feelings than when you're like done with like a model kit. And
Yeah.
you're like, especially like a big impressive one. You're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you take all the pictures, and you're like,
Yeah,
all right, now
all
time
angles.
to put it in the case and never touch it.
Yeah. That's about right.
So I have a statement and then a question.
Alrighty.
I know earlier we talked about you not being like the biggest fan of anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch Kaiju number 8.
So I have heard good things about it.
I think you might. I
had that
figure.
figure.
Oh,
I
really?
Had, they made it. Bandai made a tagged vinyl figure of Kaiju number 8, and I had it.
Ah, nice.
I like his design.
Yeah, it's so sick, man. Now there's a Chase one that I saw at the store the other day, but we were leaving to come do this, to come record yesterday. I was like, I should have bought that. I hope it's there because I want to go back and buy it. Yeah, the design is really nice, and I think based off your love of Godzilla, because I got my son into it because he loves Godzilla too.
Hell yeah.
I was like, watch Kaiju number 8. Trust me, you're gonna.
I see you got
Yeah,
I see you got the Funko Pop
Yeah,
up there too.
yeah.
I noticed that earlier.
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
I've heard good things, and
Yeah.
I've seen like snippets of it. It looks super cool.
Yeah. It's not Godzilla per se.
Yeah.
Imagine it being a human that could turn into Godzilla. That's
Yeah.
what I liken it to. Is like he does it on command. It's pretty cool. I think you would like it. But now my question is about Chowder again.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, Chowder was on during like the golden era of Cartoon Network. If you could put Chowder in any cartoon for like a collaboration, which one would you pick?
Ooh, that's good. Man. Well, the sort of the one that everyone always first goes to is Flapjack, because we actually did do cross promotion too, where one point we got all of us together, like Chowder and Flapjack, and we did like, they promoted us, we promoted them.
Okay.
We all had a fun time doing it. It was super duper fun.
Yeah.
So that's an obvious one, but I think for me personally,
You could pick any show.
any show.
Cause you know that roster is deep on Cartoon Network.
Like little Powerpuff Girls. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Well, kind of sort of going back, I actually really genuinely did enjoy Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and I think you actually would fit pretty well in there. I would have loved to do something like, again, I daydreamed about being in that movie that never came to be, but I really did enjoy Foster's Homes. Chowder being anything Scooby-Doo related would be super duper cool. I love Scooby-Doo. That's actually another, though, I recently got recommended, going back to toys, the toys that came out for the first live action movie with like Matthew Lillard and all them wonderful people.
Yeah.
The toys for that are so cool because they're in the design of the cartoon, but they're the characters from the show.
I did not know they even have toys.
They're the characters from the movie, but they're figures as if they were designed to be for a cartoon, and it's so cool. It's so cool, and so I would definitely. I kind of sort of want to look into getting some of those.
Yeah, right.
Because they look. And I love that movie too. So.
Future endeavor activities. Yeah.
When have lots of money, buy Scooby-Doo one toys.
That's crazy. Cool. I think we might like Sergeant Frog. Speaking of anime, it's a silly anime. These alien frogs and like the head frog. What's his name? Sergeant Keroro. He loves Gundams.
Oh,
he
there
has
you
a
go.
love of
There you
Gundams.
go.
I'm like, it's found out from Chuck Huber because he's on there as the dub as Sergeant Major Koolaloo with the goofy swirly eyes.
Sure.
And like the yellow frog, right? He said he helped wrote like the English stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like him and somebody else wrote all the like silly stuff. Because I was like, I remember the first interview me and you did with him. Man. Sorry, we just lost that. That's why audio went bad. But he said, because I was like, this is pre-Trump as president. I was like, I remember when I went in that house, Momika's house. It was, a big old mansion, right? And it was like, wow, this mansion is bigger than Donald Trump's ego. Like, who wrote that? So it's funny as shit. Like, so like they have like, a lot of pop culture jokes in there, like American pop culture jokes, and it's just about these alien frogs and like their adventures with the humans that they hang with.
Sounds hilarious.
And like I said, Keroro always talking about like working with Gundams, or like they'll bribe him with a gun. Like, okay, well if you do this, like I'll give you this Gundam.
That's
this
funny.
Gundam
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. They only got it in Japanese on Crunchyroll. If you got Crunchyroll, they ain't got the English dub for some reason. I don't freaking know why. Like Funimation had it, but Crunchyroll don't. I don't get it. It's silly. If you like that kind of stuff, I recommend that.
Like I said, I don't know too much about. I'm not too familiar with anime, but I know typically people like. I guess the dub or the sub over dub, and I don't hate all. There are some anime that I've like Parasite. I've seen all of Parasite. That's a cool one. Yeah, I love Parasite. That one.
Shout out to Adam Gibbs.
That show is awesome. Great theme too by it's the band is called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is like very not a very original name, but it's a very good opening. Well, I will say this: the part and the theme is good. Yeah. Because then when you listen to the whole song, it gets a little weird.
Yeah, it does.
Gets a little
a human baby.
Gets a little weird. Gets a little weird.
They literally
Oh.
sung the whole plot of the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is strange when
I
you're
mean-
like, what? Huh? I guess you're right.
Hey, bro. If it works, it works. That's how they did Friday After Next. You watch that whole little cartoon intro. It's the whole movie. And then you watch the movie. And I was like, oh,
And
shit.
like, I could have just left at this point.
Like, oh.
But it was good. Because I mean, when I
Yeah.
first watched it, somebody was like, that was like the whole movie. I'm like, huh? I'm like, whatever, right? I thought nothing of it. And I watched the movie going, oh, shit, he was right. That was the movie. I just watched like
Watch a
5
picture
minutes of it. And then the cartoon, in animation, it was amazing. So, yeah. So I like stuff like that. Kind of tell you the story. And then
Yeah,
you watch the
why
story
not?
and it's like,
Yeah, hey.
oh, okay, this is cool. Shoot, yeah, man. What else you got for me, man?
You said, so you're kind of a movie buff? You like movies? You're passionate.
I-
You're passionate about
I
them?
definitely, I'm not as into it as I used to be, but there was a
Okay.
point in my life where I was a gigantic movie snob. So it still lingers in
Okay,
there. For
so
sure.
it lingers down deep. So in that point when you were like the top of the top being a movie snob, what was like your favorite movie?
Oh man.
Like a movie that you would consider to be like, that is a movie. Like that's how you movie it right
Well,
there.
I'll tell you, I do believe there does exist a perfect movie that has no flaws in it, and that movie is the original Jurassic Park. I think that movie, if you look at it from, if you look
I'm
at
not
it from,
mad at that at all. That's
like if you watch that movie from like a film, especially like a thriller, because that's what I consider it, like a
Yeah.
thriller with dinosaurs.
Okay.
If you watch that movie like from A to B, all the plot lines, they
Yeah.
all come to a head.
Yeah.
Everything is resolved. It is, and it's so tight and so good.
Yeah.
Like the writing is so good, and the plot points are just so fun, and so the action is great. The special effects are amazing. I think that movie is one of the few like genuinely perfect films. Now they've been trying to recreate that magic ever since, and hadn't quite gotten
Jurassic
there.
Park 2 was close.
Jurassic Park
Lightning
2
in a
is
bottle, that's
Jurassic
it.
Park
Yeah.
2 is not bad, and actually I think that Jurassic Park 2 has my favorite scene of all the Jurassic Park movies, and that's the bus scene
Yeah.
where the two T-Rexes are attacking the bus. That and then it's falling off the cliff. That scene, I want that toy so bad. That's
a
dang bus.
toy?
They made a big old bus toy for it.
Oh
the
my
military bus. It's
What?
not cheap, but
I
want
bet.
it.
It's Jurassic Park.
I want that toy so bad. But no, I think that scene is amazing. And by the way, I don't even like really hate Jurassic Park 3 all that much. I think the Spinosaurus is super duper cool.
Ooh.
Everyone hates the Spinosaurus. I think it's actually like cool.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny with that movie because if you know the story, they changed the entire script of that movie about, I want to say, 3 weeks to a month before they were filming. Everyone's character was a different character. Like all the military dudes, those were different
What?
characters at one
What?
point. Paul and Kirby, the divorced wife and father of the kid.
Yeah.
Those were completely different characters. I'm not even sure if they were even like related in the original story. So all the actors got hired on to film this story that then a month before filming got thrown out and was completely rewritten. So
that
then they had to. So
explains
then
a lot.
yes,
That explains a lot
Yes,
why that movie's the worst one.
that movie is for being. That's why I like when you know the backstory of that movie. You can give it like a little bit more credit. It's still not great. I
Right.
think Jurassic World 1 was awesome.
Right.
And then everything after Jurassic World 1,
Yeah.
just like Jurassic Park, I don't know what it is. They get the first one right.
And after that, like,
And then after that, they
leave shit
completely-
left it alone.
Like Jurassic World 2 is hilarious because it is a kind of boring apocalyptic dinosaur movie, and then it turns into a haunted mansion film directly halfway into the film,
What
which
the
is so
hell?
crazy. And then the third one is a clusterfuck. There's no other way to. There's no other way to. There's just no other way to describe the third Jurassic World movie. And then the latest one, I can't.
Ain't got no
I
words.
can't even. I don't even have words.
Yeah.
To,
You ain't got
You
words.
watched it?
oh, I saw it on my birthday, brother.
Man, that was a
Dang.
horrible birthday.
There
Oh
was,
my
it
God.
came out the day before my birthday, so then we saw it on my birthday. There is a point in that movie. You know, they have the Cloverfield monster in there. I don't know if you've seen the new Jurassic World movie, but the secret dinosaur is the Cloverfield monster.
Yeah.
And at one point, throughout the whole movie, he's like, I don't know, 40 feet tall or whatever. Big, like, a little bit bigger
Pretty
than a
big.
T-Rex. Scary big.
Ah.
But then at one point in the movie, out of nowhere, you see, like, there's a helicopter, and it's coming to pick up the people.
Yeah.
And we're all in there, like, oh, yeah, we're going to be saved. And then for whatever reason, for one shot in the film, the monster is the size of Godzilla and is holding the helicopter in its, like, hand when just, like, a scene ago it was holding a guy in its hand. Like, barely, like, and it's like, and you're like, whoa! And like you see like the size comparisons like online. It's like, oh well, for one scene in the movie, he's 185 feet tall.
That movie came out in 2025.
Yeah, that movie
That's
came out-
absolutely crazy that could happen.
The fact that
Oh,
that was that no one
wow.
caught that because I noticed it immediately, and I'll be honest,
Oh, wow.
I was pretty elevated, shall we say,
gotcha.
during the
Gotcha.
you know,
Yeah.
and so
do something to make it through that.
and even in that state, I was like, now hold on a fucking second. That's not like at all correct. That shouldn't be like that at all. It was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, that is
Oh,
funny.
damn.
That's like, have y'all seen the Winnie the Pooh movie, Blood and Honey?
No, but I.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Chad said it was good.
No, no.
Well,
stop.
entertaining. I
Stop.
apologize.
That movie can't be good. Let's start there. It's
You was like, it's
capable of
entertaining.
good,
Yeah.
but it's hilarious. So there's a scene where Winnie the Pooh is being like there's like these band of like thugs or men that are like trying to attack Winnie the Pooh,
Who would do
and
that?
they're hitting Pooh, and he's just like, Now Winnie the Pooh's been slapping people with his paw the whole movie,
Sure.
and they just fall over, and he drags them back to the cabin or something.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh grew. He went from like 8 feet, then all of a
Yeah.
sudden he just grew to like 15 feet. And he slapped this dude and his face fell off. And I was like, oh my God, what happened?
I gotta see that now.
Yeah.
Right?
I gotta
You
watch
gotta see
this.
you gotta see this truck wreck.
And there's a Bambi version of like those.
Oh my
There's
God.
a Bambi version. Now, it sucks. But I'm not gonna lie, the end was kind of a tearjerker. I'm not gonna lie.
Same thing, huh?
So we were
Bow!
that's what I said. I was
Every
like,
time.
I
Every
know how this
time.
movie- that's actually what happened.
Damn, I'm good.
Oh,
It's Bambi.
I'm gonna spoil it because y'all ain't gonna watch it. So
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
Bambi. Bambi's all mutated. Roar.
Yeah.
And it's like he like impales this one dude.
Oh.
And all of a
shoot.
sudden he's like, yeah, you killed the big bad. But this other guy's lingering. And you see Bambi's like kid.
Oh.
And
Oh,
so
not
the-
Bambi's kid
Yeah.
now.
You see
Oh.
Bambi's kid. And so the next thing you know, Bambi's like going over there and trying to save it, and then the dude just shoots it. And then the kid is watching Bambi die. I'm like, bro, here's the cycle. The cycle don't stop. It don't stop. We gotta stop this generational hate and curse, man.
no.
Oh, damn. How we do Bambi like that?
And the cycle continues.
And it's
The
like,
cycle
continues,
continues.
man.
I was like, dang, that's crazy.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even because I know they made a Steamboat Willie horror movie too. Because I guess yeah, because you know those movies are now entering the public domain because they're like 100 years old now or getting to
Oh,
be
yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
85 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and it goes in the public domain. So Disney, of course, you know, being the lovely, you know,
Corporation.
people, the lovely people-loving corporation that they are, was for the longest time trying to like, you know, change the laws to make it to where they can hold on to the rights of like Mickey Mouse and Winnie the
Dang.
Pooh and all that stuff. So now, because they, you know, didn't succeed in that, we're getting all these movies of
Fuck your
horror
day,
movies. I didn't even
bro.
know there was a Bambi one.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Mickey should have held on to that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Bond. You can't do this to me.
Don't make me kill! Don't make me kill!
That Steamboat movie is so. Don't judge me. Me and my kids, we've watched these.
Yeah, I didn't even know you watch all these
That
movies. I know a few of them,
Steamboat
bro.
movie is so bad. Like the dialogue was written by like Chat GPT if it was like 2 years old.
Oh, no.
It's so
Oh, it was
bad.
like Chat GPT like 2.1
It's like-
or
Yeah.
something.
Like when they couldn't get the hands right.
Yeah, like the dialogue was so bad. Like
Really?
it was like you just cringe. Like, ugh, like why are you talking
That's
like
always
this?
the worst.
Yeah,
You're like,
we can do this. But you can't. Man, look into the camera like, oh my God. Like, y'all really did this.
Can you believe they did that?
Yes, that. Like, y'all had the option to reshoot this. You know that, right?
I'm looking at the screen. I'm pointing at the camera. The screen behind the camera.
You can do 2 takes.
Yeah,
you can do another take. Well, I don't know.
I guess that battery was gonna die.
Yeah,
man.
some
That
production's
really
like,
had
listen, we
battery.
don't have the production money for chargers, okay? We got to do this
He
in
said
like 2
chargers.
takes. We don't have battery life. We got to do 2
We
takes.
got one SD card
We
between
have one
all of
SD
us.
card.
SD card, that's crazy. I think they shot that on their phone.
Yeah. My phone's running out of space, all right? We can't. This is a big movie. It's a feature film, damn it.
Oh my gosh, this has been amazing.
Oh, what if they just made? Because you know the voice actor of Bambi was a former Marine.
Yeah,
What if they made Bambi a Marine?
See, that would have been
That'd have been cool,
That would
dude.
have been sick.
Like a
God.
badass GI Bambi, yo.
What is this, Beastars?
Why not? Oh shit!
Beastars.
Beastars. That's another good anime. Oh shoot.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it, so I know.
Yeah,
I get the reference.
It's
a little
furries
bit.
that you like.
No, it's just Zootopia, but more fucked up.
Furries,
I gotta,
but we like them though.
but
We
I
like
got
these furries.
I got a meme to show you, man. It's Zootopia, but more fucked up.
It definitely is.
If
It's true.
Japanese
Fucked up.
writers grab this, like you want to borrow this? And Japanese guys like, shit, watch this. That's Beastars, yo.
I'll show you. I'll show you
Shit,
some
watch
cool
this. It's
animal
It's funny.
shit.
They make the deer eat meat, man. Like,
Yeah,
fucked
like
up.
why the deer eat meat?
Because
all
he
like,
he had to, man, because he was a leader of the lions, bro.
So he like leads the lion. Like,
He's- yeah.
the Yakuza lion gang.
Yeah, king
What
of the
an-
freaking jungle.
What an anime!
Getting
like that's an
bossed
anime sentence. If I've
by
ever
a
heard
deer,
one.
bro. Boss by a deer. How the fuck we get
I
here?
don't know because he had a bum leg too. I'm like, how you like?
Hey.
This guy sucks.
Hey, we was gangster though.
Yeah, he
bro.
was,
He
he
was
was.
gangster. Don't get it twisted. And them lines, hey, on that last season, man, them lines are mad pussy. Cat joke. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh god, my bad. I make me laugh sometimes. Oh shoot. Nah, and then it's funny. Then Deer Boy came back and like, oh, we miss you, man. Please
Don't ever leave us
And
again.
that motherfucking crazy. You're cool. You're cool. Oh my god. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It was like the 3rd season. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
that out too if you got some time. It's on Netflix.
That was a steep learning curve for anime though. 'cause
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things you gotta. Sometimes in anime you gotta overlook certain things.
Oh yeah.
It's a steep learning curve in that one. I suggest
Yeah.
start friendlier. Start friendlier.
Oh, I also did watch the because it reminded me so much of Monster Hunter Goblin Slayer. The first,
If you can watch Goblin Slayer, you can watch
Oh.
anything.
Oh well, so
I
let me
want
tell you
something
something.
lighter than him.
So I have a friend, Ryan. Love you, Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan.
He's a huge anime guy. He tries to get me into so many anime.
Okay.
And I have a certain sensitivity to certain things.
Okay.
And all I'm gonna say is it happens almost immediately in the first episode of Goblin Slayer.
That's why I know when I'm
You-
like,
you know
how
what
did
I'm
you?
ta-
I'm
you know
like,
what I'm
how did
talking
you
about?
watch that? Yes.
Yeah. So
I
and-
haven't watched it, but okay.
So I have a thing with my friend Ryan,
Yeah.
and I go, okay, Ryan, does this anime have
This
this in it?
This
in it.
This thing. Watch it. Watch episode 1.
Watch episode 1.
Yeah.
It only
Yeah.
takes about 5 minutes
Yeah.
to get there.
They
God
waste no
damn.
time.
And he goes, it does, but it gets it out of the way pretty quickly.
That's
So-
how we measure.
Gets it out the
So
way is
so he goes
crazy.
he goes, it does have that. It is in there.
Yeah.
But it gets it out of the way, and then you can enjoy the rest
What
of
the
the
fuck?
series.
Hey, next time start with him, Taro. What are we doing?
Jeez.
but you know, besides that stuff
Okay.
in it, Goblin Slayer was super cool, and it's
Yeah.
set up exactly like Monster Hunter. I swear to God, where it's
Yeah.
like he takes quests,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but the thing is that it'd be like if you only took like the quest to like kill like the little small monsters and monsters. He does one thing. There's one quest that he will take. He will kill goblins because goblins attacked his village
Yeah.
and like killed his family or something like that.
Oh,
So he hates goblins. So he only takes low level goblin killing quests
Low
because he
level.
hates goblins so much. But he's gotten so good at it that he is like the only person that it's like, well, we got a goblin problem. Well, we know who to call, and
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I would watch this dub, so it's like every
The
now and then,
racist goblin guy.
whenever I play a game and I see goblins in it, I'll go goblins, because that's how he says it. It's like goblins, and I fucking love that shit so much.
He sound like an old scriddle.
He hates goblins
Middle
so much.
1900s
His
guy.
armor looks so
Yeah,
badass
it is.
for
It's
being
sick. Yeah,
being a
it's sick.
goblin slayer. It's like,
Yeah,
how
it's
do you get
sick.
the money and the funds to if you only hunt goblins to get that badass armor? But it's a fun.
He
He
saves.
saves.
He saves. That's what it sounds like.
But besides the stuff I don't like, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
He sound like a guy.
Yeah.
You made him sound like some dude. Get out my goddamn porch, you goblin!
Go back the way the came
Yeah,
from.
you
And
goddamn
it's funny too,
goblin!
because there's like you never
Yeah.
see his face.
Really?
You never see his face You never see his
Okay,
face.
okay.
But then there's like a scene where I guess like he fought some big scary goblins, and then he gets knocked out and he wakes up. But then like you see him, you don't see his face, but
Yeah.
you see him like in a bed shirtless. He's fucking jacked.
Oh,
he's
man.
like crazy jacked and everything. So it's just
Damn,
so
okay.
funny because he's just this like big scary dude who just hates goblins.
Yeah.
Who just hates goblins.
That's funny.
He's like, are you sure you want to take this quest? It doesn't pay very much. He goes, I don't care. I just wanna
Yo, I got Gran Torino vibes from
Yeah.
that.
That's funny. Boy, you will work Gran Torino and anything, won't you?
Hey, bro, I learned a lot of bad words from that movie. That's why. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah.
You know who you are, pal.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Whose dog is that?
What is that?
Is that
thing?
your dog? Uh-huh.
That? Oh, okay.
Is that a dog in a donut?
That's a dog and a donut.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, where's
that's,
Sora?
Oh, there's a
Oh,
dog
okay.
and a
Well, so
donut.
that's how they do. That's the cutest way to do that.
Dog and a donut.
That's
Just
way
a little-
better than the cone.
He's just a little donut walking around
Yeah,
here.
a little Homer.
Call it a cone of shame.
I was
Dog
like,
and a
that. I was
donut.
like, that is not my dog. That thing
Sorry
is
about that,
adorable.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like I just met
Yeah.
your little dog. You're like, that one's too big.
Yeah, I was like, whose dog is that?
Yeah, that's our Christian's dog. My
Oh,
daughter's
okay.
boyfriend.
Oh,
I was like, whose dog? I was
Yeah.
like, that
Cute
ain't your
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
What's bigger?
It looks like your dog ate your. Look at
Yeah.
that. Ate your dog.
I was like, oh, I will take you if you did that. Oh, sorry, Peter. We'll cut that out.
Tee-hee, tee-hee.
Yeah.
You don't mean that.
Oh man, Nick, you gotta come back here again.
Yeah.
man.
Oh
I'm not
my
gonna lie.
goodness!
I'm not gonna lie.
I have
I'm
had
not
a
gonna lie.
blast
Like,
today.
this-
This
like,
has
this
been.
is-
You guys have been awesome, and like
Oh,
we got
tain't
to
nothing.
we just been hanging out and
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
got a lovely meal and just been
Yeah.
chilling. It has been fun. It
Yeah.
has been super fun.
You and your lady been nice.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
for real.
thank you,
You've been nice,
thank
man.
you, thank
You're
you.
nice.
Yeah, shout
We'll
out
have
to
to
Riley,
come
my
game it
lovely
up with us
lady.
next time, man. We'll have to make something happen.
Oh, you like
Hey,
games too?
you play Smash
Okay.
Bros?
Oh, dude, of course. I mean, I'm not good, but yeah.
Hey, you play. Hey, that's all that matters.
Oh, dude, of course. My one of my best friends, Caleb, was Smash Brothers, Smash 4 damn near pro.
Oh,
Almost
dang.
went pro with it.
Oh,
Actually made
wow.
some money off of Smash 4
Nice.
tournaments.
Okay.
Well, that's
So
good.
I've gotten good at it
Yeah.
through playing through like it's like whenever you teach someone to swim by throwing them into a pool.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's like
yeah.
that's how I've gotten somewhat
So
good
you're
at Smash
probably actually
Brother.
really good because you played against somebody that was
Yeah.
like God tier.
And the thing
Yeah.
is too is if you guys know, he was God tier with Smash 4 Ganondorf, one of the worst characters in that game, and he can kick anyone's
Oh,
ass
that's
with
crazy.
Ganondorf.
Wow.
Smash
That's
4
crazy.
Ganondorf. He'll fuck you up.
That's
You heard.
crazy.
Caleb, you my man.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, heck yeah. Well, man, let the people know where they can find you.
Oh well, of course. Well, actually, I would love. You can find me on Instagram, Nick Slayer of Nar. I'm on that. I can't believe I didn't mention that. Nar is a thing from Serious Sam, one of my favorite first-person shooters. Nick Slayer Nar. That's GNAR, spelled with a G. I don't know. Croatians, they're crazy. And that's on Instagram. That is on TikTok. That's kind of sort of the only two social medias that I really
Okay.
pay attention
All right.
to too
And
much.
trust me, we'll put
Yeah, yeah,
it'll
it'll
appear
be
on
here.
here,
It'll be
blah
here.
blah
And
blah,
then
all
if
that
I
stuff.
could shamelessly plug some
Oh,
stuff,
plug whatever
maybe.
you want. Plug.
I
Yeah,
do
plug it,
have.
baby.
If you guys would like to come out and say hi, I have this energy all the time at shows. I'm going to be at Anime Ultra on January 31st and February 1st in San Antonio, Texas. I am going to be at Toy Temple in Tucson, Arizona on February 28th, I believe. And I am also going to be pretty much at all the Nostalgicons coming up.
So you busy.
I'm going to be at all those. The only
Yeah.
Nostalgicon I'm not going to be at is they're doing a second one in Houston, Texas in October. I'm not going to be at that one because I'm going to be at another show that I'm not sure if I can talk about that one just yet.
Ooh.
But then also, I will also be at Rhode Island Comic Con as well. That'll be that's like the biggest show I'm going to this year.
Okay.
That's the big one at the end of the year, and that's the one that basically everyone gets excited for because that one's a gnarly show. So
Okay.
those are. Oh, also, I just did a song with a awesome band called Killed by a Yeti. Love you, Justin. We just released a song that I'm on, and it is about the lobotomy of Rosemary Kennedy. It's an interesting subject, but I got to actually write some gnarly. I end the song. It's the last song on the EP, and I end out the EP, and I wrote some gnarly, hateful lyrics. But in a good type of liberating
artist.
Yeah, man. It's an art, man. It's an art.
And I'm very, very proud of how that turned out. And so thank you guys so much for this. This has been so much fun. Thank you.
Bro love, man. Hell yeah.
Oh man, this has been great, man. Well, we're the Fusion-Haa podcast. You can catch us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
X if you're nasty.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment, man. We've been having so much fun interacting with y'all. I still don't appreciate y'all coming at me for certain things. I don't understand how I've become the villain of this podcast. I am the good one. I don't get this.
I say all kinds of cuss words. I just used the P word earlier, so.
Yay!
But yeah, man. Thank you guys so much, man.
Yeah.
Keep watching
Yeah.
our stuff, man. We're gonna be doing some conventions. We just got approved for one. We'll let y'all know what that was gonna be, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna go get approved for another one. So
hopefully
Very
so,
nice.
man. Hopefully so. Yeah, please, yes. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. We also trying to do some other stuff. I know you working on some things right now.
Yep.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But like I said, we're trying to hit it hard this year, this fine year of 2026 or 2026.
It's gonna be a good year for everyone.
Yeah, see, he got a lot of cons to go to. So hell yeah,
good year for everyone.
So heck yeah, man.
Yes.
Can't wait to start editing this. Get it out the way.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. But man, let's go ahead and end this thing. Or we've kept you hostage for far too long.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm a happy hostage.
Okay. The Stockholm has set in.
Yes. Yes.
All right, man. Well, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy, and this is
Nicholas Jones.
And we're the Fusion-Haa podcast.
Thank you, guys.
Ha! And that's how you do it. Hit that.
That was fucking fun.
We are Fusion-Haa.